Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Mr. Harry. Good afternoon, Mbak Deborah, and good afternoon, my friends. There- uh, my name is Renindra Kusuma with study number 123 Well, before I explain about the article review this afternoon, I will first explain what I discussed in the article review that was a group assignment. Here's what I discussed, namely about faktor-faktor fermentasi anggur. In wine fermentation, several factors can affect the outcome of fermentation, namely, point one is yeast type. Yeast and inoculum or starter for fermentation in the manufacture or certain product. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a tool that winemakers have to regulate microorganism dynamic and has been proposed as one of C mechanism to outcome its competitors during alcoholic fermentation. This is known for its efficiency in fermenting sugar into acid alcohol and carbon dioxide, making it an important player in the production of alcoholic beverage. Saccharomyces cerevisiae so strong, resistant, and adapting during spontaneous fermentation, enabling its success under a wide range of conditions. It plays an important role in carbohydrate metabolism and works synergistically with non-Saccharomyces yeast to improve wine quality, while non-Saccharomyces yeast such as Starmella dominate early in the fermentation. Saccharomyces cerevisiae becomes dominant in the final stage, completing the fermentation and producing the desired flavor and aroma of the wine. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a facultative anaerobe capable of adjusting its metabolic activities in response to environmental conditions, including the presence or absence of oxygen. As a result, it serves as a well-studied model of organism for un unraveling process and function in higher eukaryotes, including the role of NAD+ and NADP+. Point two is effect of fermentation time on the properties of wine produced. The length of fermentation time significantly affects the behavior and performance of Saccharomyces cerevisiae during wine production. Various kinetic parameters were assessed, including lake phase, duration, and maximum growth rate. The different yeast strains. The lake phase is the initial period before fermentation begins, during which the yeast acclimatizes to the environment. The Saccharomyces cerevisiae wine strain showed the shortest lake phase at approximately 2 2.14 hours, indicating a rapid initiating of fermentation. The maximum growth rate of the yeast is critical to determining how quickly fermentation can take place. Duration of wine fermentation using Saccharomyces cerevisiae can vary. Point three is effect of pH in wine fermentation. Controlling pH during the fermentation process is essential. The product producing high quality wine pH the must regularly before and during fermentation using a calibrated pH meter. Ideal pH level for white wine typically range from 2.0 to 3.4, while red wine can range from 3.3 to 3.6. Maintaining the pH within this range helps ensure optimal yeast activity and flavor development. If the pH is too high, you can add tartaric acid, citric acid, or malic acid to lower the pH. This not only increases the acidity but also improves the stability and flavor of the wine. If the pH level increases, the winemaker may consider adding tartaric acid or the other organic acid to maintain the desired acidity and pH balance. Point four is redox factor management by yeast in wine fermentation. Yeast metabolism under winemaking conditions shows variability due to different strains, cultivation method, and analytic approaches. Substantial information is available regarding Saccharomyces cerevisiae and its fall fermentation. Recent studies have highlighted the importance of rhizocofactor in maintaining metabolism and influencing metabolism production. The rhizocofactor NAD plus, NAD, NADH, NAD plus, and NADPH, which play an important role in maintaining cellular redox balance, regulating various metabolic pathways. And this reduce from NADH act as on oxidizing agent that accept electron during substrate oxidation. NADH is generated through glycolysis and must be reoxidized to NAD plus to maintain sustained fermentation. Point five is temperature affect fermentation. Fermentation temperature can affect yeast activity and fermentation rate. Temperature that are too high or too low can inhibit yeast growth and affect the final wine. Improper temperature also affect the flavor, aroma, and final quality of the wine. Temperature is another of the tool that has the winemaker to regulate the dynamic of microorganism, and it has been proposed as one of the mechanism of the offer their competitor during alcoholic fermentation demonstrated the ski can modify the environment to provide a favorable night. For example, by increasing the temperature during fermentation at temperature above 25 degrees Celsius and easily reactable during alcoholic fermentation, ski has a clear advantages, whereas at low temperatures on the non-ski yeast make proliferate as well. Nowadays, winemakers tend to lower fermentation temperature low as 10 until 16 Celsius to preserve aroma compound in wine. The optimum grow temperature for Saccharomyces cerevisiae is 25 until 30, and the optimum pH for grow is 4.5 until 5.5. Some of advantage of Saccharomyces cerevisiae in the fermentation process are that this microorganism multiply quickly, are resistant to high alcohol levels, have stable properties, and quickly make adaptation. The ideal temperature range for white wine fermentation is between 12 until 18 degrees Celsius. This lower temperature helps to retain the more delicate aromas and flavor are as well as allowing for the slow transformation of sugar into alcohol and will result in a more complex flavor profile. While the ideal temperature range for red wine is between uh, 20 until 30 Celsius, this temperature help to extract color, fla color, flavor, and tannins from the grape skins and the anten produce wines the higher alcohol content. Is point six is nutrient availability in the wine fermentation process. The availability of nutrients in the fermentation medium greatly affects the growth of microorganisms, the rate of fermentation, and the quickly of the final product. The main nutrients that play an important role in this process include sugar, nitrogen, and vitamin. Sugar, mainly glucose and fructose, is the main source of energy for microorganisms during fermentation. Microorganisms such as the yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, convert sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide through anaerobic fermentation. Adequate sugar availability can increase the fermentation rate and alcohol production to low levels of sugar can inhibit yeast growth. Therefore, it is important to find the right balance in sugar addition. Nitrogen is an essential element required for the scientists of amino acid and nucleic acid in microorganism cells. Nitrogen sources come from various materials such as urea, ammonium sulfate, or peptone. The addition of urea can increase the ethanol content in fermentation. For example, the addition of 25 grams of urea resulted in higher ethanol level compared to the treatment without added nutrients. However, excessive addition of nutrients can also disrupt pH balance and enzyme activity, so it must be done carefully. Vitamins function as coenzymes in various metabolic reactions that occur during fermentation. For example, B-complex vitamins are essential for carbohydrate metabolism. Adequate vitamin availability can increase enzyme activity and accelerate the fermentation process. Lack of vitamin can cause the growth of microorganisms to be inhibited and result in a final product with low quality. The availability of nutrients affect not only the fermentation rate but also quality. The final product sufficient nutrients will produce healthy and active microorganism. The flavor and aroma quality of wine is greatly influenced by the secondary metabolite produced during the fermentation process. Point seven is affect the inoculum size. The inoculum size of Lactobacillus plantarum used for malolactic fermentation greatly influence the fermentation process of wine. The optimal inoculum size range from 10 until 10 cf per mil. In the growth phase, large inoculum size can accelerate the growth phase of microorganism with more cell inoculated. The adaptation process during the fermentation environment becomes faster so that the lag phase can be minimized. The results in shorter and more efficient fermentation time. Increasing the inoculum size can also increase the fermentation rate. In the con in the context of wine fermentation, the addition of higher inoculum can increase the conversion of sugar alcohol in a short time, thereby producing the dessert and product faster. Large inoculum size increasing competition for nutrient in the fermentation medium. If too many cells compete for limited resource, this can lead to reduced quality of the final product and even cells dead dead if nutrients are de depleted. Therefore, it is important to balance the size of the inoculum with the availability of nutrients to avoid adverse competition. Inoculum size can also affect pH and temperature stability during fermentation. Larger microbial population can be stabilize the condition rapidly converting substrates it into final product, but can also lead to accumulation of product. Point seven is potential microbial contamination and environmental condition. Contamination by non-Saccharomyces yeast or bacteria can change the dynamic of the fermentation. This microorganism can compete with Saccharomyces cerevisiae for nutrients and can produce unwanted metabolites affecting the flavor and aroma profile of the wine. While Saccharomyces cerevisiae in the primary primary yeast used in winemaking, non-Saccharomyces species can also contribute positively to the complexity of wine. However, their presence must be carefully managed to prevent spoilage and of flavors. The presence of contaminants can alter lands- landscape, affecting the availability of vitamin and other important cofactor. This can lead to the non-optimal fermentation condition for Saccharomyces cerevisiae, resulting in slower fermentation rates and incomplete sugar consumption. And uh, in the review review article in this time, a review article is sustainable innovation in agriculture management, fermentation, nanoparticles, and biosubstance to improve quality and reduce pollution. Next slide. Next slide. Pause. And this journal reference that I use is 6 journals reference. Next slide. Next slide. Uh, First is abstracts. Biogas production from agricultural waste through anaerobic fermentation is an innovative solution that has the potential to address waste management issues, provide a renewable energy source, and improve farmers' welfare. This research explores the fermentation process of organic waste such as animal manure and crop residues to product biogas rich in methane and carbon dioxide. The result that the application of this technology can reduce the volume of waste by 60 until 70%, what with the average biogas production reaching 0.25 meter cubic per kilo of feedstock. In addition, the resulting wastewater enriched in nutrients including nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, with which can increase soil fertility and crop yields by 20 until 30% in horticultural crops. The use of biogas as an alternative energy source can save energy costs by up to 40%, while the use of organic fertilizer from wastewater can reduce fertilization costs by up to 30%. In conclusion, biogas production from agricultural waste not only provides economic benefit to farmer but also contributes to the environment by reducing pollution and greenhouse gas emission. With policy support and multi-stakeholder collaboration, the great potential of the technology can be maximized to achieve desirability in the agriculture sector and improve the quality of life or of rural communities. Next slide. Next slide. Point two is introduction. Indonesia is a tropical country that is rich in fruit production. According to Balit Destro Balit Bangtan, Ministry of Agriculture, Indonesia is rich in a collection of dozens of fruit species, namely grapes. Compared to subtropical regions, Indonesia as a tropical country actually has some advantages in addition to some disadvantages. The productivity of grapes in tropical areas of Indonesia is lower than in subtropical areas, which can reach uh, 20 tons per hectare per year. However, Indonesia has 3 harvests per year, and the harvest period can be organized throughout the year. The level of productivity per hectare per year, then grape production in Indonesia is more productive than in other subtropical regions, because within the the period Indonesia produced an average of 30 tons of grapes in the 3 harvests, provide that the land planted with grapes is technically irrigated land. Wine Wine is an alcoholic beverage produced from fermentable carbon source carried out by yeast, mainly by the bacterial strain Saccharomyces cerevisiae. It is the oldest and most economically important of albiotechnologies, which has been enjoyed from ancient to modern times by many people for more than 7.5 thousand years. Even though the wine industry is an important part, the economy in several regions of the world, according to the OIF, International Organization of Wine and Wine, world wine production was about million barrels in Durban, mainly by countries such as Italy, France, Spain, which are the main wine producer in Europe and worldwide. Fruit and vegetable waste is routinely generated in large quantities during cultivation, harvesting, transportation, storage, marketing, and processing. It is reported that China generates about 1.3 million tons of VFA annually, but less than uh, 20% of this waste is properly treated or reused. Most of this waste is usually disposed of randomly, used as animal feed, transported to landfills and incineration plants, or dumped into the sea. In the process, a series environmental problems have occurred, including foul and toxic gases, contamination of water, soil, and air bodies, threat to food safety and human health. Therefore, the scientific disposal and reducing recycle of PFE has attracted increasing interest in recent decades. VFE is generally rich in fermentable sugars, cellulose, hemicellulose, and abundant abundant nutrient, which indicated that PFV is an excellent recycling resource. PFV fertilization can provide a series of benefits by reducing waste disposal and increasing economic return. Compared to vegetable waste, fruit waste usually contains more sacharides and is sustainable for development into various value-added product. For example, fruit waste in it is an ideal raw material for the production of 2.3 butanol pectines can be produced from fruit waste under low temperature condition by bacteria such as Rhomboides cerevisiae. Banana waste has great potential to product ethanol by a cheap and sustainable production method. Grape waste, including grape pulp from the winemaking process and rotten fruit from the vineyard, is a valuable rese- resellable resource, which has led to the emergence of a global research movement and on Grab was to extract valuable component from the waste or convert the waste into a useful resource. For example, Grab pulp is an ideal feedstock for isolating bio-based stagnic acid. Grab pulp is also used for the production biochar, which has which can be further used, remove or sequester heavy metal element and pesticide. In addition, mixed fermentation of grape and apple waste with fungi is an effective way to mobilize phenolic antioxidant. In an increasingly complex global context, challenges in agricultural waste management are becoming on the key issues affecting environmental sustainability and food security with rapid population growth and increases demand for food product. The agricultural industries for fast. pressure to produce for while reducing negative impact on the environment was from product was from food production, processing and distribution processor, especially fruit and grape waste, often contributes to pollution problems and wastage of resources. Every year, it is estimated that about 1.1% of the total food produced worldwide is waste, which not only hurt the economy but also adversely affect the ecosystem. However, behind this challenge lie great opportunities for innovation, utilization of grape was through fermentation with exogenous probiotic inoculant is one promising approach. The fermentation process cannot only reduce the volume of waste but also increase the nutrition value of the final product by using beneficial microorganism. Grape waste can be converted into high quality animal feed or raw material for new healthier and more sustainability food product. This approach not only helps reduce waste but also support sustainability in the food supply chain. In addition, the utilization of other fruit wastes or to product nanoparticle offers an innovative solution in the development of sustainable food packaging material. Nanoparticle based packaging can extend product shelf life and reduce food wastage. This making a positive contribution to waste reduction. This nanomaterial technology enables the creation of packaging that is not only effective in maintaining product freshness but also environmentally friendly, in line with consumer demands for more sustainable product. Furthermore, the integration of life cycle assessment and response surface methodology in Grab stock was best biosorption paths the way for a more holistic solution it addressing heavy metal pollution such as CD2 by evaluating the environmental impact of each stage of biosorption. We can optimize the use of waste biosorbent and ensure that the resulting solution is not only efficient but also sustainable. This approach allows us to understand the interaction between the various factors that influence the biosorption process and its impact on the environment. Finally, grape pulp, which is often considered a waste, has great potential as source of activated carbon for lead removal from the environment. Activated carbon product from grape pulp can be used in water and soil remediation application, providing a particle solution to problem of heavy metal pollution. By utilizing the result efficiently, we can create high value product while reducing negative impact on the environment. In this talk, I will comprehensively discuss how various innovative approaches in agricultural waste management, including fermentation with probiotic inoculants, utilization of nanoparticle from fruit waste, biosorption based on grape stock waste, and use grape pulp as activated carbon can provide a sustainable solution to the challenge of food pollution and wastage. By exploring the potential in depth, we aim to demonstrate the innovation in agricultural waste management are not only important for environmental sustainability but also crucial for food security and the economic well-being communities. Amidst the current global challenge, proactive measure in utilizing resources efficiently will be key to creating a greener and more sustainable future for generation to come. Next slide. Uh, Point two is method. The method uses this time that are suitable for agricultural waste management include. Point one is fermentation. Fermentation is one the most effective and environmentally friendly methods to process organic waste, including grape waste and other food residues into high value product. The process involves the use of microorganisms such as bacteria, yeast, and fungi which play a role in decomposing organic matter through biochemical reaction by utilizing exogenous probiotic inoculant. The fermentation process not only increase the nutritional value of the waste but also reduce the volume of waste generated. 1.1 is fermentation process. The fermentation process can be divided into several stages. Uh, Step one is was the preparation is grapes, was the and other fruit residues are collected and prepared from for fermentation. This includes cutting, washing, and grinding to improve the accessibility of microorganisms to inorganic matter. Step two is inoculation. Exogenous probiotic inoculant such as Lactobacillus spp or Saccharomyces cerevisiae are added to the waste mixture. The microorganisms are chosen for their ability to efficiently ferment and produce high-value products such as lactic acid or ethanol. Point is fermentation. The mixture is left under controlled condition, temperature, pH, and time to allow microorganisms to multiply and ferment. This process can last from a few hours to several days, depending on the type of inoculant and environmental condition. Step 4 is product harvesting. Once the fermentation process is complete, the final product can be harvested. This product can be nutrient-rich animal feed, organic fertilizer beneficial to agriculture, or even food products such as probiotic drink. Next slide. Next slide. 1.2 is benefit or microorganic fermentation. Fermentation has a range of significant benefit. Was Point one is water reduction. By converting waste grapes and fruit scrap into high value products. This process helps reduce the amount of waste going to landfills. This is very important in the context of environmental sustainability. Point two is increased nutri nutri nutritional value is product resulting from fermentation often have higher nutritional value compared to the raw material they come from. For example, fermented animal feed can improve protein quality and nutrient availability to animals. Uh, Point three is energy production. In Comcast, the fermentation process can produce bioenergy in the form of biogas or ethanol, providing a renewable energy source that can be used for various applications. Point four is agricultural sustainable. Organic fertilizer produced from grape waste can improve soil fertility and support sustainable agricultural practice by reducing reliance on synthetic chemical fertilization. 1.3 is application of fermentation in industry. Application uh, Pertama is food industry. Products such as yogurt, kefir, and other probiotic drinks are produced through fermentation. Grape waste can be used to make new fermented beverage rich is probiotic. When two is livestock industry, fermented animal feed can improve animal health and productivity. It becomes a solution for farmers to reduce feed costs while ensuring the nutritional quality of farm animal is by application. uh, Three is agricultural industry. Fermented organic fertilizer can be used as an environmentally friendly alternative to chemical fertilizer, supporting sustainable agricultural practice and increasing crop yields. Fermentation is an innovative method that not only helps the process organic waste into high value products, but also contributes to environmental sustainability and food security by effectively utilizing microorganisms. We can create practical solution to waste problems while increasing the economic value of agricultural resource through further research and the application of new technologies in the fermentation process. The great potential of grape was and other fruit scraps can be maximized and the overall benefit of society and the environment. Next slide. Next slide. Method point two is processing nano into nanoparticles. Processing fruit was to reduce nanoparticle is one of the promising innovation in creating sustainable food packaging. The process involves extraction and modification of material from waste to create nanoparticles with desired functional properties. By utilizing existing resource, we can reduce wastage and provide innovative solution in eco-friendly packaging. 2.1 is nanoparticle synthesis process is the process of synthesizing nanoparticle from fruit waste is generally through the green synthesis method method which is known to be more environmentally friendly than conventional method and then great steps in process. Step one is extraction of active ingredients. Fruit waste such as peels, seeds, or other remnants are extracted to obtain bioactive compound that serve as reductant agents. For example, dragon fruit peels or pineapple peels can be used to extract phenolic compound and flavonoids that have the ability to reduce metal ions into nanoparticle. Yaitu is nanoparticle synthesis. After extraction, the extract solution is mixed with a metal salt solution under specific condition, temperature, pH, and time. The bioactive compound in the extract will reduce the metal ions into metal nanoparticle. This process is often accompanied by a change the color of the solution, indicating nanoparticle formation. Point three is nanoparticle uh, characterization. After the synthesis process, the resulting nanoparticle need to be characterized to determine their size, morphology, and functional properties. Commonly used characterization method include UVV. Point one is UVV uh, spectrophotometry to measure the maximum wavelength and confirm the fermentation of nanoparticle. Point two is screening electron microscopy to visualize the morphology and size of the nanoparticle. Yang ketiga itu ada X-ray diffraction to determine the crystal structure of the nanoparticle. 2.2 is nanoparticle based packaging application. Nanoparticle production from food waste can be applied in sustainable food packaging with various benefits. One is shelf-life extension. Nanoparticle-based packaging can help extend the shelf life of food product by reducing respiration and transpiration rate and inhibiting microbial growth. For example, the use of ZNO nanoparticle in packaging coating has been shown to to be effective in maintaining the freshness of fruits. Point two is reducing of food waste by increasing the shelf life of food product. The use of nanoparticle based packaging can reduce the level of food waste that occur during storage and distribution. Point three is antimicrobial properties. Many nanoparticle have antimicrobial properties that can help prevent microbial contamination of food product. This is crucial for maintaining food safety and product quality. Yang point four is environmentally friendly. The use of raw material from wood waste makes this process more sustainable. In addition, nanoparticle-based packaging can be designed to biodegrade, reducing the impact on the environment. Procession fruit waste into nanoparticle offers an innovative solution in the development of sustainable food packaging by utilizing green synthesis method. We not only reduce wastage but also create more efficient and environmentally friendly packaging product. Further research is needed to explore the full potential of different types of fruit waste as well as improve the efficiency of the nanoparticle scientists and characterization process in order to widely applied in the food packaging industry. This innovation is expected to contribute to the sustainability of the food industry and the protection of the environment. Next slide. Next slide. Method method three is biosorption. Biosorption is innovative and environmentally friendly method for removing heavy metal contaminants from the environment, especially by utilizing agricultural waste such as grape stalks as biosorbent. The process involves physical and chemical interaction between metal ions in solution and the biosorbent surface, which can be and extract heavy metals from contaminated water or soil by integrating life cycle assessment and response. Surface methodology in the biosorption process can be optimized to improve efficiency in removing heavy metals such as CD2 and others. Biosorption occur through several chemical mechanism. Mechanism is first is ion exchange. In the process, heavy metal ions in solution replace ion replace ion present on the surface of the biosorbent. For example, Na plus or Ca2 plus ion on biosorbent cell wall can be replaced by heavy metal ions. There will be increasing the concentration of heavy metal bond to the biosorbent. Mechanism is second is complex fermentation. Metal ions can form complex with functional group present or on the surface the biosorbent functional group such as hydroxyl carboxylate and amino amino have a high affinity for metal ions. Thus, strengthening the bond between the biosorbent and heavy metals. A trade mechanism is trade is intracellular accumulation. Some microorganisms can accumulate heavy metals within their cell after passing through the cell membrane. This process increase the storage capacity of heavy metal in the biomass. Uh, 3.1 is advantages of biosorption. Biosorption offers a number of advantages over other effluent treatment methods. Point one is economical agricultural, as the biosorbent can be obtained at a low cost, making it a more economical alternative to commercial absorbent materials. Point two is environmental friendly. The use abundant abundant new renewable natural material help reduce the negative impact on the environment. In addition, the biosubstance process produces little toxic waste compared the conventional methods. Point three is high efficiency. Biosubstance can be effective in reducing heavy metal concentration to very low level, even at low and effluent concentration. Point four is simpler process. This method does not require sophisticated equipment or expensive reagents, making it easy to apply under various conditions. 3.2 is biosubstance process optimization. To achieve optimal result in biosubstance, several factors need to be considered. Point one is biosorbent selection. The type of agricultural waste use biosorbent should be selected on characteristic. For example, grape stalks rich in cellulose, which can provide high absorption capacity to heavy metal. Point two is operational condition. Is parameters such as solution pH, contact time, biosorbent, particle size, and temperature must be regulated to maximize biosorption efficiency. Research shows that the optimal pH for biosorption is often the natural, slightly alkaline range. One three is modeling and experimentation using response user surface methodology. To design experiment can help determine the optimal combination of variables to increase their absorption capacity. Biosorbent regeneration. After use, the biosorbent must be treated so that it can be reused. Uh, the regeneration process is important to minimize operational cost and the environmental impact of waste disposal. 3.3 is biosorption application. Biosorption has been widely applied in various fields. One is wastewater treatment, the use of biosorbent from agricultural waste to remove heavy metal from industrial wastewater is a major application. They demonstrate their effectiveness in environmental remediation. Point two is remediation of contaminated salts. Biosubstance can also be used to clean up soil contaminated by industrial or mining activities, helping to restore soil fertility. Point three is agricultural industry, using agricultural waste raw material to produce value-added product while solving pollution problems in a win-win solution for farmers and environment. Biosubsum using agricultural waste biosorbent is an effective and sustainable method to address heavy metal pollution in the environment by efficiently utilizing local resources and applying optimization techniques such as life cycle assessment and response surface methodology. We can significantly improve the effectiveness of this process. Further research is needed to explore the potential of different types of agricultural waste as well as improve the applicability of biosubsum technology on an industrial scale. Thus, this biosubsum not only offers solution to pollution problems, but also support the sustainable of natural resource and overall environmental protection. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Point four is composting. Composting is an organic waste treatment technique that involves the decomposition of organic matter by microorganisms with the help of the air. This process is particularly important in agricultural waste management, where crop residues, straw, and animal man manure can be processed into nutrient-rich compost. Composting not only reduces the volume of waste, but also improves soil fertility and minimizes the use of synthetic chemical fertilizer. Here is a more detailed explanation explain, explanation of the process, benefit, and technique of composting. Uh, 4.1 is composting process. The composting process can be divided into several main stages. Point one is raw material collection. And the organic material to be compost must be collected. This includes plant residues, straw, animal manure, and kitchen waste. Point two is it is an important that the collected material do not contain inorganic or hazardous material. Point two is enumeration. Itu is organic matter need to be compact into small size about 2 until 4 centimeter to speed up the composition process. Shredding uncrushes the surface area of the material that can be accessed by microorganisms. Point three is mixing different types of microorganism matter and air mixer to achieve the ideal balance of carbon and nitrogen, usually with it with a C or N ratio of about 30. Point two is mixing also helps to maintain the moisture and porosity of the compost to optimize the composting process. Point four is placement in containers. The organic matter mixture is placed at composter container or pile in the open. If using a container, ensure that is airtight the prevent unwetted anaerobic decay. Point five is aeration. The anaerobic composting process requires oxygen to support microorganism activity, and therefore it is an important to turn the compost pile periodically every 1 until 2 weeks to ensure good entertain. Point six is humidity monitoring. The ideal humidity for the composting process range from 40 until 60 if the pile is too dry. Watering is necessary if it is too wet. Dry materials such as straw or leaves needed to be added. Point seven is the period of settlement. After all the steps are taken, the pile is left or 2 until 3 months for the decomposition process to take place. During the period, microorganisms will break down organic matter into mature composite. Point eight is compost harvesting. Once the process is complete, the compost can be harvested and used as organic fertilizer to improve soil fertility. 4.1.2 is benefit of composting. Composting has a range of significant benefit. Is point one is reduce waste volume, improve soil fertility, minimize the use of chemical fertilizer, support agricultural sustainability. Next slide. Uh, before slide. 4.1.3 is composting technique. Uh, some commonly used composting technique include one is aerobic method, use oxygen in the decomposition process. This technique requires periodic turning of the pile ensure of the good aeration. And point two is anaerobic method. This process occur without oxygen and is usually slower than aerobic method. This method can produce biogas as a byproduct. Point three is the Berkeley method. Quickly technique the produce high quality compost in a short time. This method involves mixing green and brown material and closely monitoring the temperature. Point four is using a closed container to control environmental condition during the composting process. This helps to speed up decomposition and reduce un, unpleasant odors. Point five is worm method using earthworms to speed up the process of decomposing organic waste into high quality compost. Uh, Composting is an effective and sustainable method to process organic waste into highly nutrition fertilizer by following the right steps in the composting process and using an appropriate technique. We can reduce the volume of waste while significant improve soil fertility. In addition, composting support sustainable agricultural practice by minimizing the use of chemical fertilizer and maintaining overall ecosystem health. Therefore, the adoption of composting techniques will be sold among farmer and the general public as part the effort toward environmental sustainability and better agriculture. Method five is biogas production. The production of biogas agriculture was involved anaerobic fermentation where microorganism decompose organic matter is in in condition without oxygen. This process not only generates renewable energy in the form of biogas, but also produce nutrient rich whatever which as which can be used organic fertilizer. Thus biogas production offers a double solution, reducing waste and providing an environmentally friendly alternative energy source. 5.1.1 biogas production process is point one is raw material selection is commonly used agricultural waste for biogas production. It includes livestock, minor cow, chicken, pig, pork, resource, and other organic waste, such as food waste. Point two is primarily processing. Before being fed into the digester, the feedstock often to be tested. This share stirring particle size, and mixing with water active a suitable consistent. This process helps improve the accessibility of microorganisms to the matter. Point three is anaerobic fermentation. The fermentation process takes place in anaerobic digester with air-closed container specially designed to maintain condition without oxygen. Inside the digester, anaerobic microorganisms break down organic matter into biogas, which consists mainly of methane and carbon dioxide, as well as small amount of other gas. Point four is biogas collection. The gas produced will rise into the top of digester and can be collected throughout a pipe system. Point five is liquid waste treatment. In addition, the biogas in the process production in raw nutrient, the effluent can be used as organic fertilizer to improve agricultural soil fertility. Next slide. 5.1.2 is benefit of biogas production. Biogas production from agriculture waste offers of rice. Significant benefit is renewable energy source, reducing greenhouse gas emission, organic waste management, high quality organic fertilizer, and increased energy independence. Uh, Despite in many benefit, biogas production also from salads. The availability of agricultural waste may vary depending on the season and farming practice. The fluctuation may affect the continuity of biogas production. Operating a biogas production system requires technical knowledge of digester management and fermentation process. Education and training for operator is essential to ensure the success of the system. And although operating costs are low, the system itself, the initial investment to build the digester and associated infrastructure could be prohibitive for some farmers or communities. For 5.1.4 is biogas application. Biogas application is energy for cooking and heating, electricity generation, and transportation. Biogas production from agricultural organic waste is sustainable solution that not only reduce waste but also provides an environmentally friendly alternative energy source by effectively utilizing anaerobic fermentation technology. We can turn waste cells into energy opportunities while next slide. Next slide. And kita and we discuss result and discussion. The result of applying the method of processing agricultural waste into biogas saw a significant impact on waste management, provision of renewable energy, and improvement of soil fertility through the liquid waste produced. This research focused on the application of anaerobic fermentation technology to utilize organic waste, such as animal manure and crop residues in the biogas production process. When one is was volume reduction, the results of the application of biogas production technology significantly reduced the volume of organic waste generated from agricultural activities. The average reduced in waste reached 60 of until 70% after the anaerobic fermentation process. This process not only serves as an effective waste treatment method, but also provides a positive impact on the environment and sustainable. 1.1 is anaerobic fermentation process and waste reduction. But water reduction, the anaerobic fermentation process involves microorganisms working under oxygenless condition to decompose organic matter in the context agricultural waste such as animal manure, crop residues, and kitchen waste. Where waste are processed into biogas and liquid waste. One as the product, the reduction is was the volume occurred due to one is microorganism decompose the organic component in waste into gas and biomass. Most of the organic matter in initial present in the waste will be degraded, thereby reducing the total mass and volume of waste to manage it. By converting organic waste into biogas, the process not only reduces the volume but also utilizes the energy contained in the material. Biogas can be used as a renewable energy source for cooking, heating, or electricity generation. In addition to gas, the fermentation process also produces nutrition-rich liquid waste. This liquid waste can be used as organic fertilizers. This shifting the from solid waste management to the utilization of valuable byproduct. 1.2 is environmental impact of waste volume is by reducing the amount of waste disposed of landfill. Biogas production technology help prevent soil and water pollution due to the accumulation of organic waste. Organic waste decomposed in field often produces greenhouse gas such as methane and carbon dioxide, whi- which contribute to climate change. Improve soil quality using fermented liquid fertilizer in instead of chemical fertilizer can improve soil quality. In this, organic fertilizer help improve soil structure, increase water retention capacity, and enrich soil nutrient content by reducing dependence on external feedstock for fertilizer and energy. Farmer can shift by more agricultural practice. This not only food security but also support local economic economies by utilizing existing resources efficiently. In-field studies conducted at several agricultural sites that data show that farmers who implemented by biogas production system experience a reduction in waste volume of up to 70%. For example, dairy farm using cow manure of biogas feedstock reported a significant reduction in the amount of manure they had to be managed of a daily basis. Next slide. Point two is biogas production. In the anaerobic fermentation process produces biogas with the main combustion of methane and carbon dioxide. The average biogas products obtained from cow dung from rich of raw material. The biogas production can be used as renewable energy source for various purposes, such as cooking, heating, or electricity generation. 2.1 is biogas combustion. Biogas composition is methane, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen sulfide. Methane is the most important component as combustible energy source. Methane's high heating value make it as fuel. The process of burning methane produces higher heat energy compared to other fossil fuels, such as kerosene and charcoal, and producer cleaner emission. 1.2 is biogas for formation process. Biogas formation begin anaerobic decomposition of by microorganism. The process in several stages. One at this stage complex compound in organic waste are broken down into simpler compounds such as amino acid and sugars by enzyme produced by microorganism. Simply compound and then converted into volatile fatty acid, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide by acid producing bacteria. In the last stage, methanogenic bacteria convert volatile fatty acid and hydrogen into methane and carbon dioxide. The process is highly dependent on environmental conditions such as temperature, pH, and the GR and carbon to nutrient ratio in the fat bag. Optimal condition for biogas production. Several the efficiency of biogas production is temperature, pH, carbon, nitrogen rates. 2.1.4 is energy benefit of biogas. Biogas production offers offer various benefit of renewable energy source. One is of alternative energy source, electricity generation, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and organic fertilizer. Biogas production from cow dung was through anaerobic fermentation process not only provides solution for waste management but also provides sustainable source of renewable energy with a fresh product reaching the great potential of these technologies could be further utilized to support energy and agricultural sustainability. Further research is needed to improve the efficiency of the biogas producing process as well as explore various other type of organic water was the as alternative feedstock. Next slide. Next slide. Point three is liquid water quality. Liquid. Point three is liquid water quality. The water before that. The wastewater generated from the anaerobic fermentation process in biogas production is rich in nutrients including nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Analysis shown that the content in the effluent significantly increases after the fermentation process, making it an effective organic fertilizer for improving soil fertility. The use of this liquid fertilizer can increase yield by 20 until 30% in horticultural crops, providing significant economic benefit to farmers. Nutrient content in liquid waste from the biogas production process usually contain various nutrition that are important for the plant growth. Yeah, one is nitrogen. Nitrogen is of the most important macronutrients for plants, serving as a major component is the synthesis of the protein and nucleic acid. In wastewater effluent, in nitrogen content can reach high level depending of the type of feedstock used. Phosphorus plays as an important role in the photosynthesis and energy transfer within the plant. The phosphorus content is the effluent effluent also increase and after the fermentation process, making it an additional source of nutrient beneficial for nut growth. Another potassium help regulation of water balance in fruit and increase disease resistance. Uh, 3.2 is benefit of liquid fertilizers from biogas. What is improves soil fertility, reduce use chemical fertilizer, increase yield and sustainability waste management. Uh, Several studies have shown a successful use of wastewater and organic fertilizer. In a on-farm study in a rural area, the use of liquid fertilizer from biogas even increased the yield of vegetables such as tomatoes and cereals by up to 25%. The farmers report that the plant grew more vigorously and were resistant to pests. And other studies have shown the application of liquid fertilizer from biogas effluent can improve soil by increasing the organic matter content by up to 15%. This contributes to increased activity of beneficial soil microorganism. Liquid waste generated from the biogas production process has great potential as a result of nutrient for plant with high nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium content. This liquid fertilizer not only improves soil fertility but also support overall plant growth. Net use of liquid fertilizer from biogas efficient can provide significant economic benefit to farmer by increasing crop yields by 20 up to 30%. Therefore, your utilizing of liquid waste and organic fertilizer salt be encouraged as part of sustainable agricultural practice to support food security and environmental protection. Next slide. Next slide. Four is improved farmer with alternative energy source and organic fertilizer from waste processing. Farmer can reduce operational costs in their agricultural activities. Research shows that the use of biogas as fuel can save up to 40% in energy costs, while the use of organic fertilizer from wastewater can reduce fertilization costs by 30%. This has direct impact on farmer welfare, increasing their income and providing greater economic stability. 4.1 is energy cost savings. Biogas produced from anaerobic fermentation of organic waste offer a cheaper alternative to fossil fuels. By utilizing biogas for daily process purpose such as cooking and heating, farmers not on reduce dependence on expensive energy source, but also gain access to cleaner and environmental friendly energy. Their energy saving are significant, especially for farmer in rural areas who often face energy accessibility challenge. Example of biogas usage in many villages, biogas is used to power for agricultural machineries such as water pumps and electricity generators. This not only saves operational costs but also increase efficiency in farmland management. Benefit of organic fertilizer is increased crop yields. Broader economic impact. Point one is job creation. Biogas project not only provide direct benefit to farmer but also create new job in rural communication. The construction and maintenance activity biogas infrastructure require labor. Point two is diversification in income source. By utilizing agricultural waste for biogas production, farmer can diversify their source of income. Point three is local economic development. When farmer save costs and increase yield, this contributes into the overall development of the local economy. Village communities become more economically independent and able in education and health. Several in Skarpas village is the implementation of a biogas system and implemented farmer to reduce cost by 40%, vegetable yield increased by an average of 25% having a positive impact their home. In Sukamakmur village, Central Java, in the use biogas for village street lighting not only improves security but also it creates a more comfortable atmosphere for village. It encourages local economic activity and improves the community quality's life. The application of biogas technology from agricultural was the contribution greatly to improving the welfare of farm with energy cost saving up to 40% and fertilizer cost reducing of up to uh 30% farmer can enjoy significant economic benefit. In addition, biogas project create new job and diversity income source for rural communities. Next slide. Conclusion. Conclusion, biogas production from agricultural waste through anaerobic fermentation process is an innovative and that not only addressed waste management issues but also provides significant economic and environmental benefit by utilizing organic waste such as animal manure and crop residues. This technology is able to reduce the volume waste by 60 up to 70%, thereby reducing the potential for environmental fermentation pollution. The result also show the fermentation process produce biogas with the combustion of methane and carbon dioxide with an average pricing per kilo of raw material. The biogas can be utilized as a renewable source of cooking, heating, and electrification, providing a more environmental friendly alternative of fuels. In addition, the water generated for, from this process enrich nutrient including nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Organic fertilizer from this wastewater not only improve soil fertility but can also increase yields by 20 up to 30% in horticultural crop. They use organic fertilizers help farm application cost up to 30%, contributing you improve farmer while overall application produce technology overall dual benefit, reducing waste sustainable after energy, supporting the development and application of the technologies is a critical to improving food security, strengthening local economic and encouraging more sustainable agricultural practice through collaboration between the government, host, storage, and farmer. This the great potential of the biogas technology can be maximized to achieve prosperity in the agricultural sector and overall environmental protection. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Uh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.